A friend of mine is looking to purchase a new car, and he said, ask the finance guru, what's the best time to purchase a new vehicle?
I'm sure you'll agree with this, King. To some extent, there's no good time because it is such a painful process, isn't it? I mean, when I'm in that situation, you look forward to getting a new car, and then you go there and you get into the haggling, and it's just really not one of my favorite things to do in the least. But when that time comes where you are going to be purchasing a new car, there are some some strategies that you can employ to help yourself out as far as getting the best deal possible. And I think people have already heard of at the end of the month is the best time to purchase a car, and that's because dealerships and salespeople are trying to reach their quotas. And you also have manufacturers that the manufacturers give incentives for dealerships to move a certain amount of cars or models of cars within a month time frame. So if they're short, they could actually sell a car at what would be a loss, sell it for less than their cost because the incentives coming from the manufacturer are so great, they actually make more money that way. So the end of the month is always a good time. The other thing is at the end of a model year, because when by the way, that doesn't coincide with year end. It's when the new models are being rolled out because the dealers want to free up space for the new models that are coming up. They also want to free up cash in order to invest in the new model years, and quite frankly, they're just looking to get rid of old models. So when you're purchasing at the end of a model year, your chances of getting a good deal are definitely increased. And the other thing is the end of the day, the end of the week, that's also helpful because salespeople by their nature want to finish up strong. It feels good. So, and they want to go home. Let's say it's at the end of the day. They've had a tough day, a tough week. So you may catch somebody or the sales manager who says, you know what, it's been a tough time we're going through. Let's get a sale. Let's get some positive feeling here. And you happen to be the lucky one who hits it just at the right time. Then, of course, you always see advertisements for special programs and rebates. And those can really give you considerable savings if what you're looking for happens to fall into one of those programs. Conversely, I'll tell you the worst times to buy is when a vehicle's in high demand, and sometimes certain cars get really hot. That's not the car you want to try to go after at that time because the dealers aren't going to play ball. If the demand is there, there's no reason for them to really negotiate. I made reference to end of a model year. In the spring is when the new model year starts, so that is not a good time for you to purchase a new model because they don't know how popular a car may be, so they're going to be less inclined at the beginning of a new model year to give you a deal on a new model. And the other thing to keep in mind, you really shouldn't be purchasing a car before the new model reviews have come out because you really want to see what type of car you're going to be buying, and those types of reviews that come out could be extraordinarily helpful.